Alright, this video we're going to talk about section 2.5, day 2, sum to product and product to sum formulas. So on the screen you're going to see 4 different formulas. Again, we don't have to have these memorized. I'll give these to you on any assessments. And it's going to be kind of up to you on how you use these things. So if you notice at the last 2, you have sine u cosine v and cosine u sine v. And you'll see that they're actually different formulas. One has a plus in the middle, one has a minus in the middle. And that's really going to depend on which order you choose to do it, because multiplication is commutative. We could make sine of u cosine v, just switch their orders, and it looks like the last one. So it doesn't really matter which one you use. It's going to be up to you on those. But let's look at an example of how we might use these things. So 1, write the product cosine 5x sine 4x as a sum or difference. So looking at our sum and difference formulas from the previous slide, we can write this or think of this as cosine u sine v. So we can think about this as 1/2 times sine of the first one plus the second one. So u would be like 5x, v would be 4x. So we can say 5x plus 4x minus sine of 5x minus 4x. So we can simplify that a little bit. Distribute your 1/2, combine your like terms. We're going to have 1/2 sine of 9x minus 1/2 sine of x. So again, we could have picked the other one if we wanted to, but we're just going to go with that one because cosine was listed first. So those were product to sum. We also are going to have sum to product, and they're going to basically work the other way. So if we have sine plus sine, sine minus sine, sine plus, or cosine plus cosine, cosine minus sine, we can turn them into these things over here. So let's look at a real quick example of how we can use those. Solve sine of 5x plus sine of 3x equals 0. So we have a sine plus a sine. We can't really factor anything. We can't factor like a 3x out because that's an angle. So we need to write this as something that we can factor, or something that is just going to be a product, so we can use our zero product property. So if we look, we have sine plus sine. According to our sum to product formula, we can write this as 2 times the sine of the first angle 5x plus the second angle 3x divided by 2 times the cosine of the first angle 5x minus the second angle 3x over 2 equals 0. So simplify a little bit. We're going to get 2 sine, that's going to be 4x, cosine of x. So set equal to 0. And now this one shouldn't be too bad to worry about. So we can think about this as 2 separate parts. Let's go ahead and divide everything by 2. So sine of 4x cosine of x equals 0. So we can say sine of 4x equals 0, cosine of x equals 0. Well, sine is 0 when 4x is equal to 0, and when 4x is equal to pi. Cosine is 0 when x equals pi over 2, and when x equals 3 pi over 2. Solving this one, we're just going to get x equals 0, and here we're going to get x equals pi over 4. So our answers would be 0, pi over 4, pi over 2, and 3 pi over 2. So that's going to do it for this video. We will see you in the next one.